Hi. Well, we made it through week one and now we're going to week two, which is the Constitution. Last week we basically went through basic concepts in political science, and your exercise was to kind of play around with political ideology and apply them to figures. And I hope to have that discussion graded by Thursday so you have a sense of how I grade before you are completed with your initial postings for next week. So that's my plan. And this is going to be a good week. The Constitution, of course, is the basis of all of our government. So I would say look through the Constitution and make yourself familiar with it, as well as all the readings around the different debates during the Constitutional Convention and the different provisions of the Constitution, and of course how to amend the Constitution. Another thing that I like to do is look at American government perspective. So I did a little video on the difference between the American system and the parliamentary system. And it's interesting because my wife and I have been watching the series The Crown. If you have a chance to watch it, it's really interesting. And what I find interesting about it is you get a sense of what the British monarch does. Because even though the monarch is largely ceremonial, they are a part of the British parliamentary system, and that's kind of fun. So the other thing is I'm taping this on Monday, so hopefully you watch it before Tuesday, because Tuesday night is the State of the Union address. And of course, that's an important time when the president reports back to Congress. And it's actually in the Constitution. And I'm wondering where I can find a copy of the Constitution. Oh wait, here's our book, right? Our textbook, and I've got it right here. And of course there's an online version. And I bet there's a copy of the Constitution in our textbook. So I'm gonna go thumb through it. And I know my book looks a little bit pristine, but this is the newer version, and there's so many different versions that come out. Look at this, the Constitution is right here. So let's go back to, I believe we're in Article 2, and let's see, I'm gonna be looking, I guess I should talk while I'm looking around. Let's see, so Section 3, so we're Article 2, Section 3, in the Constitution, it says he, or maybe someday she, shall from time to time give to the Congress information of the State of the Union and recommend to their consideration such measures as he shall judge necessary and expedient. And so the idea behind the State of the Union is it's the duty of the president to report back to Congress on how things are going, because the president's the executive and Congress sets the laws. And so, how are you doing as an executive? And it says from time to time, but the tradition has been every year. And according to the Constitution, they deliver information. It could be a speech, it could even be an email. It could be a tweet, I suppose, but that would be a little bit weird. But the tradition is that the president goes and speaks to Congress about the State of the Union. And that's what's going to happen tomorrow. So anyway, it's kind of interesting that this speech is actually embedded in the Constitution, which we're studying this week, the same week as the speech. It's almost as if everything were planned to go together. Isn't it amazing? So have a great week, and I'll talk to you soon.